Aloha! I'm Eric Anderson, pastor of Church of the Holy Cross, United Church of Christ in Hilo, Hawaii. And here's what I'm thinking. We're having two services this coming Sunday at Church of the Holy Cross. The evening, of course, is the celebration of Christmas Eve. We'll have the lessons, we'll have the carols, we'll have the passing of the candlelight. It will be a joyous evening. In the morning, well, it's also the fourth Sunday of Advent. And so we're spending time, and I'm thinking about the scripture text for that Sunday. It's found in the first chapter of Luke, and it takes us somewhat back in the narrative. It also takes us somewhat back in time. The story is of the Annunciation, of Gabriel's visit to Mary 9 months before Jesus was born to inform her that she would be the mother of the Messiah. I suspect you've got a mental picture of that conversation. I know that I do, and it's profoundly affected by all sorts of works of art of that scene over the centuries. Young woman, angelic figure, confusion, fright, acceptance. When you read Mary's questions, however, they are not questions of emotion, they are questions of understanding. Mary wanted to comprehend what was being asked of her, and she wanted to understand how things could happen which were not going to take place in an expected or usual way. How can I have a child, she asked, when I have not yet known a man, as it reads in the Greek. Gabriel's assurance essentially is that God knew what God was doing. At the end, Mary accepted this commission. Gabriel didn't precisely ask, but when the passage ends, Mary has clearly made a decision to take on this role and to do it wholeheartedly and with full understanding. Christians are often advised to imitate Mary in a wholehearted acceptance of the call of God. And she is indeed a great role model for that. Partially because of her wholeheartedness, but also because of her full-mindedness. She wanted to know what was being asked of her. She wanted to understand it so that she could do it fully and faithfully. As various people have written, including the Apostle Paul, it is necessary to test the spirits. Not all the things that are asked of us by God. And some of the things that are asked of us not for the benefit or welfare of anybody around us, except perhaps the one person who is asking us to do the hard thing. When God is asking us to do the hard thing, there will be answers to our questions, maybe not ones we fully understand. Did Mary fully understand how everything can be possible with God? Heaven knows I don't understand how everything can be possible with God. But there will be some way of finding and feeling our way towards what God intends. We're not asked for an ignorant faith. We're asked for a wholehearted and full-minded faith. That faith took Mary through whatever kind of relationship issues she had to settle with Joseph and with others in the family. It took her on a difficult and laborious trip from Nazareth to Bethlehem, right at the height of her pregnancy. It took her to giving birth outside of normal spaces and to be visited by shepherds in the night. It took her to places that she never expected to go, even with the questions that she asked of the angel. That also is true of us. Wholehearted and full-minded acceptance of God's call can lead us to places we do not expect and situations we are not fully prepared for. But God is with us, as the angel assured Mary, and as the angels sang upon the hillside to the shepherds. God is with us when we follow God's call. That's what I'm thinking. I'm curious to hear what you're thinking. Send me an email or leave me your thoughts in the comments section below. I'd love to hear from you. From Church of the Holy Cross, UCC in Hilo, Hawaii, Merry Christmas. That's what I'm thinking.